Hi there. I hope you are doing absolutely fine. I am Devesh, and today I'm going to discuss and give a brief overview on Java server pages. And first of all, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Nitin Nagar for assigning me this task as a third internal assessment. So, the topics that we are going to cover are JSP and a brief overview, the introduction of JSP. Secondly, the technologies that were classically used before JSP, before the introduction of JSP. Then the applications of JSP, and after that, at the last, we would take a small example about first JSP. So JSP stands for Java Server Packages. It is a server-side programming technology that enables the creation of dynamic and platform-independent methods for building web-based applications. JSP have access to the entire family of Java APIs, including the JDBC API to access enterprise databases. JSP is sort of a answer to the popular Microsoft ASP active server pages. Like ASP, it provides a simplified and fast mean to generate dynamic web contents. It also allows you to mix static HTML with dynamically generated HTML in the way that business logic and the presentation are well separated. So before it, ASP was used a lot, and there were some advantages of JSP over ASP, some of which were separation of static and dynamic contents. Like JSP enables the separation of static contents from dynamic contents, which means the contents are generated via programming logic and inserted into the static template. This greatly simplifies this creation and maintains the web contents properly. Secondly, the reuse of contents and tag libraries is one of the advantages over ASP, because the dynamic contents can be provided by reusable components such as Enterprise Java Bean, EJB, and tag libraries. There are several applications of JSP, some of which are like it's very easy to use. It has very robust behavior because it uses Java within HTML. It has extension to servlet, and it is easy to maintain. And there are many more advantages and applications of JSP. Some of which are the dynamic part is written in Java and not Visual Basic or other MS specific language, so it is more powerful and easier to use. Secondly, it is more convenient to write and to modify regular HTML than to have plenty of println statements that generate the HTML. It is reusable, and separation of static and dynamic contents is affordable in this. JSPs are powerful and portable, and JSPs are internally compiled into Java servlets. Like this is to say that anything that can be done using JSPs can also be accomplished using Java servlets. However, it is important to note that servlets and JSPs are complementary technologies, not replacements of each other. So servlets can be viewed as HTML inside Java, which is better for implementing business logic as it is Java dominant, and JSP on the other hand is Java inside HTML, which is superior for creating presentations and as it is HTML dominant. In a typical model view control applications, servlets are often used for controllers, which involves complex programming logics. But JSPs are often used for the view, which mainly deals with presentations. Um, we would be using Apache Tomcat for explanation of first JSP example. So, like servlets are server-side programs that run inside a HTTP server. To support JSP servlet, a Java-capable HTTP server is required. The Tomcat server is officially reference implementation RI for Java servlet and JSP, provided free by Apache and open source software foundation. So the first JSP example, to begin, we have to understand with this. So let's begin with the simple JSP example. We shall use the web app called Hello that we have created in our earlier exercise. So as we can see this is a simple generic HTML template boilerplate, but embedded in the body is a Java code which can be used using such braces. The syntax for using Java in inserting Java into HTML is like so. It is used to include the Java statement, and to pass a reference, we have to use this syntax so that it can evaluate a single Java expression and display its result. So when in the previous program, when a Java JSP is first accessed, the Tomcat converts the JSP into servlet and compile the servlet and then execute the servlet. This is the simple working of in the backend side. So that's it. Thank you. If there is any question, you can write down in the comment section.